even the ones you have attended, right? When I check their essays, I don't see these kind of sentences included there. So I thought of taking even another session, to explain this again. That's okay. පළවෙනි පාර තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් අපි දෙවෙනි පාර තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් අපි තුන්වෙනි පාරත් කරමු. Right? I'm not tired, but I want the results from you. Right? I need the results from you. Make a අපි කතා කරමු. Right. Now what is a sentence? A sentence is a basic unit of language which expresses a complete thought. Sentence එකක් නම් ඒකේ එක idea එකක් explain වෙන්න ඕනේ. Right. Harindra, you came, right? Good. Right? එක idea එකක් explain වෙන්න ඕනේ. Idea එකෙන් භාගයක් explain වුණොත් it's not a sentence. Right? If it explains only a uh, half of the thought, that is not a sentence. And it does this by following the grammatical basis rules of syntax. Right? They follow grammatical basic rules of syntax. Right? So this is what they will be doing. This is what they will be doing. Right. Right. So don't worry. Right. Okay. So example is Ali is walking. Ali is walking, so it gives a basic understanding what Ali is doing. So we don't need to worry about, we don't need to think about anything else. It is Ali is working. Right? Then she walks. That is a complete sentence. See, වචන දෙකයි තියෙන්නේ, but it's a complete sentence. A sentence is a grammatically complete idea. Sentence is a grammatically complete idea. Now you might ask, what is grammar? You might ask, what is grammar? That I will explain to you in a subsession. What is grammar? Right? Now if we are talking about grammatically complete thing, then we need to know what is grammar. Right? What is grammar? Then only you will have a complete understanding. Now, the requirements of a sentence. A sentence should have certain things to be a sentence. Right? දැන් අපි කිව්වොත් එහෙම ගෑණියෙක් නම් ගෑණියෙක් වෙන්න මෙන්න මේවා තියෙන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම නැත්තම් මේවා නැත්තම් ගෑණියෙක් නෙමෙයි. මේවා නැත්තම් මිනිහෙක් නෙමෙයි. Right? You can say that. If it is a tree should have these things. මේවා නැත්තම් ගහක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Complete ගහක් නෙමෙයි. Right? So the sentences also, there are requirements that you need to fulfill. Right? A sentence should include two basic things. මේ දෙක තිබුණ නැත්තම් sentence එකක් නෙමෙයි. Right? You need to have a verb and you need to have a subject. You need to have a verb and you need to have a subject. එතකොට verb එක කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? It's an action or something is done. Or even it can be a be verb. Even it can be a be verb. Subject is what? Subject is the one who's doing the action. මේ ක්‍රියාව කරන තැනැත්තා තමයි subject එක කියන්නේ. ක්‍රියාව කරන තැනැත්තා තමයි subject එක කියන්නේ. Right? So for an example, Mala eats an apple every day. So is this a complete sentence? Yes, because it has a verb and it has Mala. It has verb and it has Mala. Right? So it is a complete sentence. Right? Again, I want to emphasize that a sentence is a grammatically complete idea. Grammatically complete idea is the sentence. Any question? Right. මම තප්පර 10ක් විතර ඉන්නවා. If there are no questions, I will proceed with the next. Right. Right. Now, the requirements that a sentence should have. A sentence should, like before, like we said, two things you need to have. one is verb and the one is the subject. Verb and the subject. And additionally, it is optional. Additionally, it can have object. What is object? The one that get affected by the verb. Verb එකෙන් එන බලපෑමක් ඇති වෙන එකට අපි කියනවා it's uh, the object. Like if we say Mala eats an apple every day. A sentence right here, eats is the verb, who is eating, Mala is eating, that is a subject. The object is apple. What will get affected by the verb? ක්‍රියාවෙන් බලපෑමක් වෙන එක. ක්‍රියාව මොකද්ද? කනවා, eats. ටික ටික කනකොට බලපෑම වෙන්නේ කාටද? ඇපල්ට. ඇපල් පොඩි වේගෙන යනවා. අන්තිමට ඇපල් ඇටේ විතරක් ඉතුරු වෙනවා. Right? So that is the subject. Any question? Right. Now there are 4 types of sentences. එතනට යන්න කලින් I want to tell you another thing which I have noticed even today essay corrections and yesterday essay corrections. There is something called subject verb agreement. Now we said there are 2 things you need to have. One is subject and one is verb. Now in this sentence, you need to, the subject should have an agreement with the verb. The verb should have an agreement with the subject. Right? මොකක්ද මේ agreement එක? If the subject is singular, the verb should be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb should be plural. Right? The verb should be plural. මෙන්න මේක තමයි හුඟ දෙනෙක්ගේ අද චෙක් කරපු essays වලත් තිබුණේ. Right? Singular එකට plural දාලා තියෙනවා, plural එකට singular දාලා තියෙනවා. So, you know, so මම හිතුවා මේක මගෙත් වැරද්දක් වෙන්නේ නැති. මම කියලා දීලා නැතුව ඇති, you know, like I can't expect you to do things automatically නේ. එහෙම කරන්න පුළුවන් නැති. ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේ ක්ලාස් එකකට එන්නේ නැහනේ. Right? Okay. So that is subject and verb agreement should be there. එහෙම නැත්නම් it's grammatically incorrect. Right? It is grammatically incorrect. අපි මේ කතා කරන like the basic rules of syntax මෙතෙන්ට එක නැහැ. It is not there. Right. Now there are 4 types of sentences. Right? There are 4 types of sentences: declarative, interrogative, exclamatory and imperative. මේක ලොකු දෙයක් නෙමෙයි. මේක like when we say it's a declarative sentence is you are declaring something, you are telling something, you are making a statement or express your opinion. Right? So these things end with a period. අනිත් එක තමයි මට කියන්න ඕන එක ඔයගලන්ගේ essays වල punctuation marks nil. Punctuation marks nil. I can see මට මේ මතක් වෙන වෙලාවට කියන්නේ, right? I can see comma and full stop. හැබැයි මේ comma එකත් ඕගොල්ලන්ට හිතෙන තැන්වල දාලා තියෙනවා, හරි තැන්වල දාලා නැහැ. හිතෙන තැන්වල දාලා තියෙනවා, හරි තැන්වල දාලා නැහැ. So then it's an issue. Right? එතන දාලා නැහැ, හරි තැන්වල දාලා නැහැ. So it's an issue. Then apostrophe එක දාලා තියෙනවා වැරදි තැන්වල. Now just because you put some punctuation marks, they will not give you marks. The right marks should be in the right sentence, in the right place. එහෙම නැත්නම් you know you are showing ඊට වඩා හොඳයි punctuation marks පාවිච්චි නොකර ඉන්න එක. අර වැරදි තැන්වල දානවා කියන්නේ you are showing that you have no idea. You are showing you have no idea with these punctuation marks. Right? Right. So for an example for this, හැබැයි punctuation marks පුරුදු වෙන්න. දැන් අපි කතා කරන්නේ 14ක්. මේ 14න් අඩුම ගානේ 8ක් හරි පාවිච්චි කරන්න. අටක් හරි. සමහර අලුත් අයට punctuation marks තාම කරලා නැහැ. I'll be doing it. Right? අටක්වත් දාන්න. ඒ දාන තැන් පුරුදු වෙන්න. මම කතා කරනකොට මම එක්සාම්පල් එක පෙන්නනවානේ. එතකොට ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ essays වල ඊට සමාන වචන වාක්‍ය හදන්න. It's simple. ලොකු අමාරුවක් නෑ IELTS කියන්නේ. It's a you know very easy one. Very easy one. Right. Example, I want to be a good writer. You are making a statement. I want to be a good writer. Then, my friend is a really good writer. You are expressing an opinion. You are expressing an opinion. Right? You are expressing an opinion. Right. So, this is declarative sentence. මේක නිකම් පොඩි අවබෝධයක් තියාගන්න. මේක නෙමේ I want you to concentrate. I want you to concentrate on the sentence structures. Right? Make types of sentences make for the purpose. May sentences පාවිච්චි කරන purpose එක අනුව. Right? So declarative sentence, then we have interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence asks a question. So this type of sentence begin with what, which, who, where, when, why, how, things like that. And it ends with a question mark. It ends with a question mark. So example of this, when are you going to turn in your writing assignment? Example. Question. Do you know that the weather will be tomorrow? Question. Right? This is interrogative, to ask a question. To ask a question. Right. Next one is exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence is that expresses a great emotion, high excitement, surprise, happiness, anger, and ends with an exclamation point. It is too dangerous to climb that mountain. Exclamatory sentence. දැන් අනිත් එක තමයි මේ exclamatory sentence එක you can use more in your මේ more in your writing sorry speaking one. පැණි කෑලි හැලිලා වැටෙනවා. I don't know where these pieces are and okay. Right? Exclamatory sentence. එතකොට in your speaking section you can use these things, but when you are putting these things you need to show your emotion, you need to show your excitement, surprise, happiness, and anger. Right? This you can use. I suggest that you need to use this in your speaking session to explain certain things. Don't get angry with the examiner. Right? Okay. The next one is imperative sentence. An imperative sentence gives command or makes a request. It usually ends with a period but can, under certain circumstances, end with an exclamation point. Right? Like, please sit down. I need you to sit down now. You're showing your emotion now. So you can put a exclamation point. Right? So these are the basic 4 types of sentences according to the purpose of the sentence. Now, when we talk about the structure of the sentence, there are 4 types of sentences. First one is simple, second one is compound, third one is complex, and the fourth one is compound complex. Compound complex. Right? The මේකෙදි this compound complex and compound complex we are using to join 2 sentences. Now today I had a, it was sometimes it was really difficult to explain also when you have thought. Now compound sentence and just joining 2 sentences with a with a conjunction, that's 2 different things. That gives those are 2 different things. Right? එතකොට ඒකයි අනිත් එකයි පටල ගන්න එපා. Right? Don't use that and this. Right. Now these are the 4 types of sentences. These are the 4 types of sentences. Four types of sentences. Right? Any question? Any question? No. Right. Okay. Right. Now we will discuss simple sentence. What is a simple sentence? A simple sentence is simple because it contains one independent clause, one idea, one idea. Right? එතකොට මම මේකේ තියෙන මේ examples ගන්නෙ නැහැ. I will tell you certain other examples to make it more like clear for you. A simple sentence is simple because it contains only one independent clause. Now, for an example, we can say, right? Nimal went on a vacation. Nimal went on a vacation. This is a simple sentence, right? This is a simple sentence. It has one verb, went, one subject, who does the work, right? One subject, one who went, then on a vacation. This is simple. And please keep in your mind that having a sentence long does not make it a complex. උඟ දෙනෙක් හිතන්නේ මේ වාක්‍ය දිගට තිබුණොත් මෙන්න මේක complex sentence එකක් කියලා. That is not a complex sentence. මේකේ size එකෙන් නෙමෙයි පෙන්නන්නේ. Right? Size එකෙන් නෙමෙයි පෙන්නන්නේ. Right? Size එකෙන් නෙමෙයි මේක පෙන්නන්නේ. Now you can write this in another way. Nimal, my brother-in-law, went on a vacation with his family to Anuradhapura during his last summer vacation. දැන් බලන්න ඕක අපි දිගට කියනවා. ඕක දිගටම කිව්වට ඕක මේක දික්ුණා කියලා it will not become a complex sentence. Right? ඒක still it's a simple sentence with many adjectives and adverbs and other things. Right? Right? Okay. That's done. Any question about simple sentence? Mokada, I want to give you a basic idea and then I'm going to tell you, right? I'm going to tell you to write some simple sentences and then we'll go and checking these things, right? Okay, so this is a simple sentence. See, a simple sentence is not necessarily short or simple. It can be long and involved with many parts and compound elements. But there is only one independent clause, one meaning. It is never thus a simple sentence. Right? See, the following example has a single independent clause with a single subject. The make a verb එකයි එක subject එකයි තියෙන්නේ. But look at this. Sunimal gulped down his fourth cup of coffee, swallowed a Panadol for his pounding headache, groaned and decided he would. Hello, oh Harendra. නෑ ඒක ආවට වාට ලොග් අවුට් වෙලා ආයි මේව වෙන්න පුළුවන් හරින්ද්‍ර. ඔව්. ඔව්. බලන්න ඒක මං හිතන්නේ ඔයාගේ මොකක් හරි ඉන්ටර්නෙට් ඉෂුව එකක්. ඔව්. ඔව්. වා හරිද මේ කියන්නේ අපර් කේස් ලෝවර් කේස් හරියට දැම්මද? හැබැයි මෙහෙමයි ඒ ඔයාගේ පාස්වර්ඩ් එකෙන් ටෝකන් එකෙන් කවුරුත් ලොග් වෙලා නැත්තම් මේ සෙෂන් එක ඉවර වෙනකන් ඕනම වෙලාවක ඕනම සැරයක් ඔයාලට ලොග් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඔව් ඔව් වෙන කාටවත් බෑ. ඔව්. ආයි try කරන්න බලන්න හරේන්ද්‍ර. හරි. ඔව් ඔව් බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් අපි රෙකෝඩ් කරනවා. අද අපි කතා කරන්නේ මේ sentence structure ගැන. ඔව් හරි හරි. හරි. හරි 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 right okay. Right. Right. So simple sentence. Right. See it has like so many things here. This is දැන් මේක බලන කෙනෙකුට පේන්නේ මේක මාර කම්ප්ලෙක්ස් සෙන්ටෙන්ස් එකක් නේ කියලා. ඒක එහෙම නෙමෙයි. කම්ප්ලෙක්ස් සිම්පල් එක මනින්නේ මේකේ තියෙන වචනවල බර අනුවවත් මේකේ තියෙන වචනවල දිග අනුවවත් නෙමේ සෙන්ටෙන්ස් එකේ දිග අනුවවත් නෙමේ මේකේ තියෙන සබ්ජෙක්ට් එක එකනම් සබ්ජෙක්ට් එක එකනම් ඔබ්ජෙක්ට් එක එකනම් sorry සබ්ජෙක්ට් එක එකනම් verb එක එකයි නම් එක idea එකක් නම් තියෙන්නේ එතන තියෙන්නේ it's a simple sentence. Right. Okay, next one. The compound sentence. Compound sentence එකක් කියන්නේ when you join two simple sentences දෙකක්. Right? When you join two simple sentences together, it is a compound sentence. Then now when we are talking this thing simple sentence, these two simple sentences should be two simple sentences. The first one should have a verb and a subject, and it should have a independent thing, independent clause. When you heard that one, you should be able to understand what it is. Then the second one also should be like that. So we are talking right now here we are saying you need to have two simple sentences independent, then you use it, I mean you connect these two together. Right. A compound sentence can be broken into two complete sentences. Compound sentence එකක් කිව්වහම අපි අර මුල ඉඳන් අගට යනකොට නැත්නම් අගේ ඉඳන් මුලට යන මුල ඉඳන් අගට යනකොට අපි කියනවා මේ sentence එක sentences දෙකක් එකට එකතු කරලා හදන්නේ. දැන් ඕක අගේ ඉඳන් මුලට යනකොට කිව්වහම මේක අපිට දෙකට කඩන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. දෙකට කැඩුවහම when you break these two into two, you should be able to understand the two different meanings with these two. And each one should have a subject, right? Each one should have a subject and its own verb. එතකොට මේ compound sentence එක you need to have two subjects and two verbs. Why? Because you are joining two simple sentences. Right? You're joining two simple sentences. So when you're joining these two simple sentences, you need to make sure these two has two different independent meaning. Two different independent meaning you need to have. එකකට එකක් depend වෙලා කරන්න බෑ. Right? So you can join simple sentences to create compound sentences either of two ways. මේ දෙවිදිහටම පුළුවන් අපිට compound sentence එකක් හදන්න. හැබැයි මේ දෙවිදිහ විතරයි. මේ දෙවිදිහ විතරයි අපිට පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. මීට වඩා වෙන එකක් දාලා අපි sentences දෙකක් එකතු කරා කියන්නේ that's not a compound sentence. Then that is a sentence that you are using a simple conjunction. That you are using a simple conjunction to join these two. Simple conjunction. දැන් අද එහෙම situation එකක් තිබුණා. That's why I want to explain to you because you know like එයාත් මේ කියන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන් මේ දැනගෙන ඕන කමින් මේව කරා නෙමෙයි. But what I want to tell you is that ඒ වගේ එකක් හරියන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ වගේ එකක් හරියන්නේ නැහැ. Right? For an example, මම කියන වෙලාව ටිකක් යයි but it's better to tell you. Right? It's better to tell you like this thing. I eat මම example එකක් දෙන්නේ ඒක නෙමෙයි. I eat rice. I washed my hands. Now these are two independent clauses, two simple sentences. Why? It has a uh, verb and it has a subject. This is also has a separate verb, separate subject. Now we need to connect these two, right? Uh, eat නෙමේ eat කියලා දාන්නකෝ, right? ඔහොම කියලා දාත හැකි. Now you know like මේකෙදි මේකෙදි අපිට දාන්න පුළුවන් I ate rice කියන එකත් එක්ක අපි මෙතෙන්ට දානවා after කියලා. After I washed my hands, I ate rice. Now with the word after we can combine these two, right? අපිට මේක එකතු කරන්න පුළුවන්. And it is a correct sentence, right? After I washed my hands, I ate rice. That's a complete correct sentence, but that is not a compound sentence. That is not a compound sentence. එතකොට දැන් මේ වගේ එකක් අපි හදනවා නම් දැන් අද මගේ essays වල තිබුණේවා මේ මම කතා කරන්නේ. Right? දැන් මේ වගේ එකක් දාලා if you expect that this to be a compound sentence and if you argue that this is a compound sentence, that's not going to be a compound sentence even you argue till tomorrow morning. Right? Compound sentence එකේ requirement තියෙනවා. ඒක fulfill කරාම තමයි it will be a compound sentence. Then only it will be a compound sentence. එහෙම නැතුව වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Right? එහෙම නැතුව වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Now, so these are the only two ways to make a compound sentence. පළවෙනි එක තමයි with a semicolon. Second one with a comma and coordinating conjunction. With a comma and එක හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. The punctuation marks are really important in English language. With a comma and coordinating conjunction. What are these coordinating conjunctions? These are the things. For, and, no, but, oh, yet, so. We call this fanboys, so it's easy to remember. Right? So if you make this like අපි අර කලින් මේවකට ගියොත් එහෙම, right? ඒක ගිහිල්ලා, right? Like if we go to that saying I washed my hands and I ate rice. So that's a compound sentence. Or I ate rice, so I wash my hands. That's a coordinating, that's a compound sentence that we use using the coordinating conjunctions. Right? Okay. Now let's go for some samples. Examples. See? Now these are the two examples that we can say. The first one is we made using a semicolon. Right? මොකද අපි කිව්වනේ මෙතෙන්දී. අපි කිව්වා first one is with a semicolon. Right? Second one is with fanboys. First one is with semicolon. Second one is with fanboys. Frank has maths on Mondays and Wednesdays. English literature conflicted with his schedule. So what we write is we put the semicolon here. අනික එක තමයි හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. Right? හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න colon එකයි semicolon එකයි වෙනස. හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න colon එකයි semicolon එකයි වෙනස. Semicolon එක කියන්නේ colon එක කියන්නේ you put two dots. Semicolon is One minute, I'm getting some messages also from some of you. Okay, no problem, Novenya. I think you're here. Balan, these days everyone are having like problems, right? Everyone are having problems. So at ඒක බැරි වුණොත් එහෙම you can go through the recording ඊට අමතරව if you really want to attend another one, we'll be organizing some more sessions like this, so you can, no problem. Don't worry, we have to live with the current these things, right? So semicolon. Frank has maths on Mondays and Wednesdays, semicolon. English literature conflicted with his schedule, right? Then the second one is we are using a comma and fanboys, one of the fanboys, right? So the second one is Frank has maths on Mondays and Wednesdays, comma, fanboys, English literature conflicted with his schedule. Frank has maths on Mondays and Wednesdays, but English literature conflicted with his schedule, right? So be aware that if you join two simple sentences improperly, you do not get a compound sentence. You get a run on. Most likely, either a comma or splice or a confused sentence, right? So you need to make sure that you use this in the right way. You use this in the right way. Any question about compound sentence? Now we discuss the simple sentence. Now this is the compound sentence. Any question? Right. ඊළඟ එක අපි බලමු. Right. The complex sentence. Now this is the most important thing, right? This is the complex sentence. Now this is what you need to include in order to get 7 plus band score, 7 or above, right? 7 or above. These are the things that you need to get, 7 or above, right? A complex sentence is a sentence that contains both a dependent and an independent clause. So there are two types of another sentences. We say independent sentence or dependent sentence, or we our technically we say a clause. Clause is a sentence, right? A dependent clause and independent clause, right? The following examples, right? Now then, what is මේ independent clause එක කියන්නේ ඒ word එක ඒ sentence එක ඇහුවාම we get an understanding. We get an understanding, complete තේරුමක් එනවා මේකේ. අපිට සම්පූර්ණ understanding එකක් එනවා. But dependent sentence අපි ඒක ඇහුවා කියලා we don't get an understanding. Right? We don't get an understanding. I will show you. But that's a complete sentence. Right. So the following example, both clauses contain a subject and a verb. But the dependent clause has, in addition, the dependent making words even though. Right? If you start the sentence with the dependent making clause or subordinating conjunction, right? Subordinating conjunction, right? මේක අපි මෙතන කතා කරේ coordinating conjunction එක. අපි මෙතන කතා කරන්නේ subordinating conjunction. Place a comma between the clauses. On the other hand, if you start with the independent clause and place the dependent making words in the middle of the sentence, do not use a comma. Yes, Kasun. Yes, you can ask a question. I will on your mic. Okay. Yes, Kasun. Yes, Kasun. You can on the mic and speak. ඔයාගේ මයික් එක ඔන් කරලා කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. You can on the mic and speak, Kasun. Yes, කියන්න.
ෆෝන් සෙන්ටෙන්ස් එකක් හදනකොට සර් මේ එකම සබ්ජෙක්ට් එක නම් ඒ දැන් ඒ අර ගත්ත උදාහරණය අර I ate rice I wash my hands කියලා කිව්වේ. ඒක
ඔව්.
සර් සබ්ජෙක්ට් එකම නම් ඒ I කියන එක ඒ දෙපැත්තටම I අනිවාර්යෙන් යෙදෙන්න ඕනද වාක්‍යේ?
නෑ ඒක අවශ්‍ය නෑ. මම ඒක එතනින් අයින් කරේ නැත්තේ. එහෙම නැත්තම් ඔයගොල්ලෝ ආයි පොඩ්ඩක් පැටලෙන නිසා ඒක අයින් කරන්න පුළුවන්.
හරි සර්.
ඒක අයින් කරන්න පුළුවන්. no problem.
හරි සර්. thank you.
right okay. මොකද අපි එක පාරටම ඕක මේවා කරන්න ගියොත් සමහරලාට වෙන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ එතනත් පොඩ්ඩක් මේවා කරගන්නවා. ඒක නිසා මම කිව්වේ නැහැ ඒක. ඒක අයින් කරන්න පුළුවන්. right ඒක අයින් කරන්න පුළුවන්. right okay. now look at this. right look at this example. now මේක අමතක කරන්න. මේක අමතක කරන්න. there are two sentences. First one is Eva took turf management just to fill out her schedule. This is the first sentence. Eva took turf management just to fill out her schedule. Right? Second one is she found it unexpectedly interesting. දැන් බලන්න මේක තමයි independent clause එක. independent sentence. independent sentence එක කියන්නේ you can මේ sentence එක කියවුවාම ඔයාට තේරුමක් එනවා. you know what happened. Eva took turf management to fill out her schedule. Eva turf management course එක කරගත්ත එයාගේ schedule එක fill out කරන්න. then the second one is a dependent clause. second sentence is she found it unexpectedly interesting. දැන් මම ඕගලන්ට මේ දෙවනි එක කිව්වොත් එහෙම right if I tell you the second one right she found it unexpectedly interesting. ඕගලන්ට තේරෙනවද මේ කවුද she කියන්නේ කියලා? it කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා? you don't get. මේක තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ ඕගලන්ට. මේක ඕගලන්ට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ කියන්නේ what you need to do. now see this is a dependent clause. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි මේ clause එකත් එක්ක ගියොත් තමයි මෙයා කියන එක තේරෙන්නේ. එහෙම නැත්තම් තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. right එහෙම නැත්තම් අපිට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. right so this is what that you need to understand. පළවෙනි එකෙන් තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ ඒක. එතකොට මෙන්න මේ වගේ sentences දෙකක් එකතු කිරීම තමයි complex sentence කියන්නේ. මේ වගේ දෙකක් එකතු කිරීම තමයි complex sentence කියන්නේ. මේ වගේ දෙකක් එකතු කරන්නත් පුළුවන්, තුනක් එකතු කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ independent sentence එකක් එක්ක like subordinating sentences දෙකක් එකතු කරන්න පුළුවන්, තුනක් එකතු කරන්න පුළුවන්. මේක මේ basic example to put one. But in your writing you need to put two subordinating clauses with one independent clause. two dependent one independent. එහෙම තමයි දාන්න ඕනේ exam එකේදී. මේක මේ step එක. first step. right now look at the second one. Eva found turf management unexpectedly interesting even though she took it just to fill out her schedule. even though she took it just to fill out her thing. දැන් බලන්න මේකේ වෙනස මොකද්ද? අපි මෙතන even though මුලින් දැම්මහම අපි මේ first sentence එක අන්තිමට අපි කමා එකක් දානවා. punctuations. right අපි මේකේ කමා එකක් දානවා, that is punctuation. she found it unexpectedly interesting. ඊළඟ එක බලන්න. Eva found turf management unexpectedly interesting even though she took it just to fill out her schedule. දැන් මේක මේ connecting word එක අපි මැදට දැම්මයින් පස්සේ අපි එතෙන්ට කමා එකක් දාන්නේ නැහැ. අපි එතෙන්ට කමා එකක් දාන්නේ නැහැ. is it clear? complex sentence එක මේක තමයි මේ first step එක. first step එක කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? one independent clause and one dependent clause. one independent clause and one dependent clause. මෙතෙන්දී හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න dependent clause and subordinating clause are the same. ඒකට කියන තව වචනයක් විතරයි. Right? It's another word. Any question? Right. Let's go to the next one. Right. Next one is compound complex sentence. A compound complex sentence combines at least two independent clauses and at least one dependent clause. Compound complex. එතකොට මේකදී අපි කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? අර independent clauses දෙකක් එකතු වෙන එක මොකක්ද? ඒක compound එකක්. ඒකත් එක්ක අපි දානවා තව dependent clause එකක්. එතකොට ඒක compound complex sentence එකක්. So when you are making අපි බැලුවොත් එහෙම standards බැලුවොත් උඩින්ම තියෙන්නේ අමාරුම එක තමයි compound complex එක. ඊළඟ එක complex sentence එක, then the compound sentence and then the simple sentence. එතකොට for us to show our level of English, අපිට ඒක higher level එකක් පෙන්වන්න ඕන නම්, if we need to show an higher level, then what you need to do is we need to put compound complex and complex sentences, but the complex sentences should have at least two dependent clauses. Right. Any question? Right. The compound complex sentence. In the following example, the dependent making word signaling the beginning of the dependent clause is while. Mark has already in class. Ruvini was in the lab while Frank was sleeping off his schedule. This is a compound complex sentence. Mark was already in class and, see, we put a comma and we are using a fanboy. This is one simple sentence. This is one simple sentences. It gives a meaning on its own. ඒ දෙක අපි එකතු කරනවා මේ and එකත් එක්ක. That's a fanboy. Right? Then අපි මේ, right, dependent clause එක එකතු කරනවා signaling dependent making word while Frank was sleeping off his headache. දැන් අපි කිව්වොත් එහෙම ඒ අන්තිම එක, that's a dependent clause. දැන් අපි කිව්වොත් while Frank was sleeping off his headache, අපිට තේරුමක් එන්නේ නැහැ. Frank was sleeping off කිව්වහම අතීතයේ මේක වෙමින් සිටියා. දැන් අපි මේක කිව්වොත් එහෙම මේ using the past continuous while නෙමේ Frank was sleeping off his headache කිව්වහම එතකොට Frank නිදමින් සිටියා. නිදමින් සිටියා කිව්වහම එතන වෙච්ච මොකක් හරි දෙයක් කියන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඒක complete දෙයක් නෙමෙයි. මම ගෙදර යමින් සිටියා. ඉතින් මොකක්ද උනේ? Right? What happened කියලා අහනවා. So that is a, like, you know, so when you are using a sentence, when you are using a sentence with past continuous, it doesn't give you a complete meaning. ඒක කියන්නේ අතීතයේ කිසියම් දෙයක් වෙනකොට මෙන්න මේ දේ වෙමින් සිටියා. මෙන්න මේ දේ වෙමින් තිබුණා. එතකොට දැන් මෙතෙන්දී අපි කියනවා අතීතයේ මෙන්න මේ දේ වෙමින් තිබුණා. එතකොට අතීතයේ මේ මොකක්ද උනේ? ඒ වෙමින් තියෙන අතරතුර මොකක්ද උනේ කියන එක කිව්වේ නැත්නම් it's not a complete sentence. So what we are saying is අපි කියනවා මේ Frank was sleeping. Frank නිදමින් සිටින අතරතුර Mark class එකේ හිටියා, Ruvini lab එකේ හිටියා. Right? We can put that in another way also, while. Right? While එක ඉස්සරහට දාන්න පුළුවන් අපිට. එතකොට while Frank was sleeping off his headache, අපි එතන කමා එක දානවා. Mark was already in class. කමා එක දාලා fan boy කෙනෙක් දානවා. coordinating conjunction එක දාලා අපි කියනවා Ruvini was in the lab. Right? Ruvini was in the lab. එහෙම නැත්තම් අපි semicolon එක දාලා මේව කරනවා නම් අපි කියනවා Mark was already in the class. Mark class එකේ හිටියා කොයි වෙලාවේද while Frank was sleeping off his schedule. Frank නිදමින් සිටින අතරතුර Mark හිටියා. එතකොට මෙතෙන්දී අපි මේ and කියන එක වෙනුවට and කියන එක වෙනුවට ඒ කියන්නේ coordinating conjunction එක වෙනුවට අපි මේ semicolon එක දානවා. දාලා ඒ දෙක එකතු කරනවා. See? It's very easy. ඒ දෙක එකතු කරනවා. So it is very easy. Any question? Any question? Right. Next one, I want to explain again a complex sentence. Complex sentence එක මට පොඩ්ඩක් ඔයගලන්ට explain කරන්න ඕනේ for you to get a better understanding. මොකද I want you to use little better advanced complex sentences. දැන් මම මෙතෙන්දි කියන්නේ අතෙන්දි මම ඔයගලන්ට කිව්වේ for you to get a basic idea about the complex sentence. දැන් මෙතෙන්දි මම කියන්නේ like what you need to include in your IELTS. What you need to include in your IELTS. Right. Right. So complex sentences are used to express complex ideas by showing how ideas and or events are related to each other. Ideas එහෙම නැත්නම් events මේ එකිනෙකට සම්බන්ධ වෙන්නේ කොහොමද කියන එක පෙන්වන්න තමයි අපි complex sentences පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. complex sentences වලින් ඒවා තමයි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. And we provide extra information about certain words or phrases. සමහර වචන එහෙම නැත්නම් phrases ගැන අපි extra information දෙනවා. So a complex sentence consists of main clause and one or more subordinating clauses. Main clause කියන්නේ independent sentence, subordinating clause කියන්නේ dependent sentence. ඔය දෙකට කියන වෙනත් වචන දෙකක් විතරයි තියෙන්නේ. මම අරකෙදි ඒ වචනේ දැම්මේ, මේකෙදි මේ වචනේ දැම්මේ for you to get an understanding about both. For you to get an understanding about both. Right? Main clause එකයි one or more subordinate clauses or dependent clauses. දැන් මෙතෙන්දි මගේ advice එක what I want you to do, you need to put two subordinate clauses or two dependent clauses. මොකද I want you to get 7 plus. I want you to get 7 plus. Right? දැන් බලන්න මේක. Right? The close one. This is a simple sentence. Right? The knight killed the dragon. This is a simple sentence. Right? මේකේ subject එකක් තියෙනවා, verb එකක් තියෙනවා. This is one idea. Right? හැබැයි. Right? The knight killed the dragon. This is the one. What is the verb? Kill. Who kill? Knight. Right? මේක අපි තව ටිකක් පැහැදිලි කරලා ලොකුවට ලියන්න පුළුවන්. One misty morning, the handsome knight in shining armor killed the ferocious dragon outside its mountain lair. දැන් බලන්න මේන් සෙන්ටෙන්ස් එකට අපි මෙතෙන්දි ගත්තේ මෙන්න මේ රතු පාටින් තියෙන වචන තුන විතරයි. Knight kill the dragon. වචන හතරයි. The knight kill the dragon. අර කළු පාටින් තියෙන ටික මේක ලස්සන කරන්න, තව එලැබරේට් කරන්න අපි දාපුවා. හැබැයි still it is a simple sentence. Why? Because it has one verb, one subject, and it tells one idea, one complete idea. Right? Right. This is another one, simple sentence too. Right? Make a copy. I want to do a passive voice, active voice one. Then you will understand this. Araka hitaganne ee vidiyata, so no problem. Right? Now see, this is a complex sentence. This is an example that I want you to do. You to follow. Coffee ekat නිවුණා. Right. See, this is the main clause or independent sentence. The knight felt strangely sad. Felt, verb, one verb. Who felt? The knight. And one idea, complete idea. The knight felt strangely sad. Right? The knight felt strangely sad. Now, this has the main clause. Why do we say main clause? Expresses one idea or event, make a sense on its own. Could be a simple sentence. This can be a simple sentence. This can be a compound sentence. Right? That's a different thing. Right. Now, look at this subordinate clause. Subordinate clause කියන්නේ dependent sentences. The subordinate clause expresses one idea or event. මේකේ එක අයිඩියා එකක් එහෙම නැත්නම් එක ඉවෙන්ට් එකක් එක්ස්ප්‍රස් කරනවා පැහැදිලි කරනවා does not make senses on its own හැබැයි but නමුත් ඒකෙන් විතරක් තේරුමක් දෙන්නේ නැහැ ඒකට අවශ්‍යයි needs a main clause uh, independent sentence to give a complete sense see when he killed the dragon so මොකද්ද when he killed the dragon we don't get any idea there is it's not a complete right because it had been a mighty beast who this it කවුද මේ it it's not clear who is this it it's not clear right when he killed the dragon who is this he තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ අපිට මෙයාව මැරුවාම ඉතින් මැරුවාම මොකද්ද මැරුවද මැරුවේ නැද්ද මොකද්ද උනේ we don't know right so these things are subordinate clauses now what happened the main clause and subordinate clauses goes together to make a complete sentence දැන් බලන්න අපි main clause එක දාලා තියෙනවා මේ red color එකෙන් subordinate clauses දාලා තියෙනවා මේ green no blue I don't know right මම එක සැරයක් කිව්වා මේක blue කියලා then a student was arguing with me no it is green තව වෙලාවක මම green කිව්වහම තව student කෙනෙක් කියනවා no it's blue right so don't worry whether it's green or blue what you need to do is you need to understand මේක තමයි මේ dependent clause එක subordinate clause එක see දැන් මේ subordinate clause එක main clause එකත් එක්ක ආවහම it gives a complete answer meaning when he killed the dragon the knight felt strangely sad because it had been a mighty beast right or you can say the knight felt strangely sad when he killed the dragon because it had been a mighty beast. ඒ විදිහට කියන්නත් පුළුවන්. Right. Right? Or you can say because it had been a mighty beast, the knight felt strangely sad when he killed the dragon. When he killed the dragon. Right? So subordinating conjunctions again, right? Subordinating conjunctions, fanboys. Right. ඔයිට ඊට වඩා මේවා කරගන්න යන්න එපා. මොකද ඕනවට වඩා මම ඕගලන්ට මේ complex sentence එක ගැන කියන්න දුන්නාම වෙන්නේ මොකද්ද? You will get like confused. Right? So some subordinating clauses are embedded in the main clause. ඒ කියන්නේ main clause මැදට එකතු කරලා තියෙනවා. See the knight who was called Sir George මේක dependent clause එකක් subordinate clause එකක් who was called Sir George එකෙන් තනිකර තේරුමක් එන්නේ නැහැ හැබැයි මේකත් එක්ක දැම්මොත් එනවා that had terrorized the village තනිකර meaning එකක් එන්නේ නැහැ මේකත් එක්ක එනවා so we can say the knight who was called Sir George killed the dragon that had terrorized the village දැන් මෙතෙන්දී අපිට දාන්න පුළුවන් වචන තමයි like who whom whose which that so these things you can use to embed another sentence right එතකොට if it is people we use who, if it is animals or things which, or we can use either for both people and animal. Right. Then the subordinate clauses tuna මේකේ දාන එක. Right. The right. What you can do is snorting loudly. Snorting loudly, the dragon collapsed on the ground. Snorting loudly, the dragon collapsed on the ground. Or you can say, the dragon, snorting loudly, collapsed on the ground. Sir George, exhausted by the battle, fell to his knees. Or, exhausted by the battle, Sir George fell to his knees. So, this is also a compound sentence. It has one main clause and one subordinating clause. ඒ වුණාට අර දෙකක් තියෙන එක පාවිච්චි කරන්න. දෙකක් තියෙන එක පාවිච්චි කරන්න. Right? So, again, right? Compound sentence. It is the same what we discussed. You use these things. It was midnight. මේ තියෙන ඔක්කොම main clauses, main sentences. මේ fanboy and එක අපි එකතු කරනවා. It was midnight and George lay awake. He was tired, he could not sleep. He was tired but he could not sleep. Right? He could go home or look for another dragon. The dragon was dead, so his work was done. Right? මෙතන complete sentences දෙකක් එක්ක එකතු වෙන්නේ. Right. Now, punctuations, don't worry. We need to worry, but not in this. We need to do a separate one. Right. Any questions about simple, compound, complex, compound, complex? Any question? Any complex? Any questions? Right. එහෙමනම් you do this one. Right. You make first type simple sentences 10. Second, compound sentences 15. Third, complex sentences 20, and complex compound sentences 20. මේකේ ඕගොල්ලෝ හිතන්න. දැන් මේක හදනකොට හිතන්න, right, independent sentences දෙකක් හිතලා ඒක එකතු කරන්න. දැන් මෙතෙන්දී one two dependent sentences, one independent sentences ඒ ටික එකතු කරන්න. මේ complex sentences වල at least you make two dependent sentences, two subordinate clauses. Then here, right, two independent sentences you are joining with a subordinating one. Any question? Any question? Any question? දැන් මෙහෙමයි ඇත්තට මේක දැන් this is what I am telling you is optional. With this you can improve. එහෙම නැත්තම් මේක මේ අහගෙන හිටියා කියලා ඕගලන්ට there is no way that you will improve. You might understand, but you need the hands-on experience to improve yourself. Any questions? Any questions? Yeah. ඔගලන්ට පෝට්ල් එකට මම මේවා කොහොමත් පෝට්ල් එකට යනවා. පෝට්ල් එක අර මිනිස්සයා අද හදනවා. So මං හිතන්නේ රෑ වෙනකොට පෝට්ල් එක ඉවර වෙයි. Then yes, definitely you can. මේවා එනවා. මේවත් එක්ක තව exercises ඔගලන්ට කරන්න ඕන ඒවත් පෝට්ල් එකේ වැටෙනවා. ඒ ටික දාලා තියෙන්නේ අරක මේවා වෙනකන් තාම නෑ ඒකයි. Right. Any other questions? Okay. Right then, good night, and maybe I will catch up with you tomorrow. Session code is the in this thing, it was sent to you, I think, with the මේ වාට එවපු මේවා එකේදී එවලා තියෙනවා session code is P. Okay, good night, good night, good night, thank you, good night.